Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the lunch and had some valuable networking time. To kickstart the afternoon sessions, it is our great honor to have Engineer Michael Fong, JP, Director of Civil Engineering and Development, to deliver a keynote speech. Please welcome Engineer Fong.
Simon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Now, I'm delighted to be invited here today to join today's conference that aims at uniting our friends in the construction industry, including governments, academia, industrial practitioners, and beyond, with the important theme of development and sustainability. Now, my department, the Civil Engineering and Development Department in Hong Kong, has been endeavoring to take forward many infrastructure constructions and land supply projects for supporting the sustainable growth of Hong Kong. Now, with the vision of building a world-class, smart, sustainable, resilient Hong Kong, I'm pleased to share with you some of our strategies and initiatives that we have adopted in our strive towards a more sustainable infrastructure development where nature and resilience drive prosperity. Now, as you may know, the Hong Kong government is actively taking forward the development of the Northern Metropolis, which covers an area of about 30,000 hectares, which is around 1/3 of Hong Kong's total. Now, more than 3,000 hectares of new development land will be formed. Now, it will accommodate a total population of 2.5 million, provide 500,000 additional residential units, and create around 500,000 new jobs upon full development. Now, this area is a major hub for Hong Kong to integrate into the overall national development, and will support Hong Kong's development into an international I&T center under the new industrial layout of what we call the South for Finance and North for Innovation and Technology. 南金融，北創科。Now, the Northern Metropolis is rich in cultural and natural resources with tremendous opportunities in urban-rural nature integration. Now, as CEDD has been tasked with the development of the Northern Metropolis, we aspire to create vibrant, livable, and sustainable communities in this major development project for our next generations. Now, in order to achieve our vision and goal, we have adopted a set of smart, green, and resilient strategies in the development of the Northern Metropolis, including sustainable planning and urban design, integrated SGR infrastructure system, smart and green mobility, and nature-based solutions. Now, first of all, we adopt a 15-minute neighborhood concept for the planning of the living communities. Now, each community will have a green mass transit station at the center, with other public transport stations, daily shopping and dining facilities, community facilities, open spaces, etc., within 15 minutes reach, either by walking or cycling. Our second SGR strategy is to provide a whole array of integrated, smart, green, and resilient infrastructure system, including sponge city design comprising sustainable urban drainage system, such as porous pavements, bioswale, retention tanks, etc. Now, this sponge city design can enhance our resilience against intense rainfall and alleviate flooding risks. Besides, we will put in place a comprehensive network of renewable energy facilities, in particular solar energy panels to harvest clean energy to support the city operation. We will adopt a district cooling system which has a high energy efficiencies and lower carbon footprint to provide chilled water from a central source to serve multiple buildings. Now, we will construct food waste and sewage sludge digestion facilities. They are the municipal infrastructures of our new generation community for handling our waste in an environmentally friendly manner. Common utility tunnels at suitable locations will be constructed to house various underground utilities. Now, these common utility tunnels will effectively avoid public disturbance and the associated energy consumptions and waste generations arising from road excavations for laying and maintenance of underground utilities. Now, as regards the third strategy, namely smart and green mobility, comprehensive pedestrian and cycle track networks are planned to allow residents to travel by healthy modes, such as walking or cycling from their homes to different destinations to obtain various necessities, as I mentioned earlier on, within 15 minutes. Now, extensive supporting facilities for electric and other new energy vehicles will be developed in order to actively promote the development and use of new energy vehicles. New generation transport interchange hubs will be provided at strategic locations. They will become an important link between transport and development of neighboring areas by providing diversified one-stop transport facilities and ancillary services to enhance passenger travel experience, thereby improving transport services. Now, our fourth sustainable development strategy focuses on incorporating nature-based solutions to mitigate the impacts of climate change and enhance urban resilience of our city. Now, for those who are not familiar with the phrase, nature-based solutions, or in short form, NBS, is defined by the International Union for Conservation of Nature as action to protect, sustainably manage, and restore our ecosystems. Now, more important is the purpose behind these actions, which is to address societal challenges like flood risk or heat island effect by ensuring that our designs deliver a dual benefit, which is improving human well-being while simultaneously boosting biodiversity. Now, to fully seize the opportunity in the development of the Northern Metropolis, we have recognized a need to transitions from individual NBS, nature-based solutions applications, to a structured and systematic approach that enables clarity and consistencies to all practitioners in the field. Now, to do so, we have collaborated with Architectural, Fisheries, and Conservation Department, Simon here, from AFCD, to develop the Hong Kong NBS design guidelines. Now, our goal is simple, yet ambitious. Now, that is to transform NBS from previously individual pilot projects into the mainstream standard for all future development projects. Now, we drew upon the IUCN as global standards and translated them into a practical design language tailored specifically for Hong Kong's high-density context. Now, the guidelines are anchored by three core design principles, namely, first, promoting ecosystem diversity at multiple scales. Second, embracing human-nature coexistence for mutual benefits. And third, improving resilience through the NBS. But we also established KPIs to gauge design performance, including natural capital, and the social and economic benefits, thus ensuring the outcomes serve the community holistically. Now, we officially launched these guidelines recently. Now, I would like to share a prime example on the successful adoption of NBS in Hong Kong, which is the Long Valley Nature Park. Now, situated between two new development areas within the Northern Metropolis, Long Valley is Hong Kong's largest ecologically valuable and contiguous freshwater wetland. Now, over the past decades, this piece of land was interspersed with arid and abandoned farmland. But our team, the CDD's team together with AFCD, has transformed a 37 hectare in the core area of Long Valley into a dedicated nature park to conserve and enhance this ecologically significant landscape. Now, the park operates across 3 integrated zones: a biodiversity zone for active wetland conservation, an agriculture zone promoting eco-friendly farming, and a visitor zone serving as a living classroom for environmental education. Now, since its opening in late 2024, the park has achieved remarkable results, including a significant increase in populations of critically endangered bird species like the yellow-breasted bunting. Now, the nature park has now become a popular destination, weekend destinations for Hong Kong people to enjoy the nature environment. Now, this success demonstrates that development and conservation can coexist in harmony for mutual benefits. Now, moving forward, CEDD is taking the lead to adopt and demonstrate the design guidelines in a large-scale development. Now, our flagship INT hub in the Northern Metropolis, the Shantin Telepole, is one whereby our MBS framework will be applied to its fullest extent. Now, under the project, we will transform 2 existing concrete-lined drainage channels into vibrant, living river paths. We will also establish wildlife corridors to connect critical habitats and introduce bird-friendly design guidelines to enhance conservation and biodiversity in this holistic and cohesive blue-green network. Now, a 35-meter wide eco-interface between the telepole and the adjacent wetlands will be established, providing buffer to absorb human disturbance, protect the existing natural environment, and allow biodiversity to flourish. Now, through all these layered designed interventions, our ultimate aspiration is clear. That is to make the Shantin Telepole a living, breathing model of nature-based solution. Now, looking ahead, the next big step for Hong Kong is the complete mainstreaming of nature-based solutions across all developments. Now, the government cannot do it alone, never. Now, achieving this requires multi-sectoral collaboration. Now, it takes the government, like ourselves, setting the stage and taking the lead. Academia doing the research, and private sector professionals translating concepts into practical blueprints. Now, we will use our flagship projects as real-world basis for showcasing what Hong Kong can do. These sites will be instrumental in capacity building, hosting training programs and site visits to elevate the skills of the entire local construction community. Now, but to scale MBS at pace, I believe that we must integrate them with green finance. Our guidelines have established a KPI framework that provide clear, verifiable data for future certification, helping unlock green financing and encouraging private sector adoption. So, ladies and gentlemen, now CDD will continue to deliver on our promise. Our promise is transform constraints into opportunities and working together to seamlessly weave nature, culture, and urban life into a sustainable and resilient city for generations to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Engineer Fong. Please remain on stage for a photo. May I also invite BEC CEO, Mr. Simon Ng, to come on stage for a photo with Engineer Fong. Thank you both gentlemen. Please take your seats.